Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I don't know so boy, we're just getting here representing First Sports TV. And tonight should be rather exciting show. The Liverpool fans out in the numbers. Gentlemen, what's going on?
David of Florida, this this need scarf.
Don't worry yourself, man. We are here. This is Canada, so see, you can put up a scarf. You say if you don't have no scarf, you can't talk. He's a Man U fan and they wear Juventus jersey.
Me have a towel. That's good enough.
So first of all, I'm excited to make an appearance on the live. I believe
Well, welcome to the live, David. Well forward to the live.
Yeah, I thought due to the fact that this is eve of the season kicking off, this would have been time for me to make my appearance. Here I am.
David, let's make it answer and question then quick and fast. This is not a voice note. Now I take an hour with the voice note. Long message. I'm glad to say you're there on the live and that's it. Which is right. Show your glass, which is right. Yeah.
All right.
So why topic now about just gang?
Out of distinction, we go through a little bit the transfer them and then we go get down why. We are going to proceed to the league and predictions and leading goal scorer and all of them things there.
Okay,
Cool?
okay. Cool.
All right. Since this was the big one, Grealish to City. Thoughts?
Actually, me kind of still have that forward no Bojo. Honestly, I think them soon finalize even with the Kane one. Not just that Kane no reach agreement yet, I think. But
Even
the Grealish one, me see it that forward in the future. You see me?
Well-
Simple fact that Pep always bring it up the type of player where he want as a black to that's earlier on the block. It always you'd see it that forward. You see me? But now with City team, them have so much ball angle. You don't know who are gonna get left out. You have people say Sterling, excuse me. You have people say Foden. We already know Bernardo there on the outside already. Mahrez game step up to a different level. So who are gonna be the odd person? And that's how we have to go look for it as it. Yeah.
Well, no
What do you
doubt.
think, Blacks?
David.
Go ahead.
Well, I have a similar view. I have a similar view in that it's going to be really interesting. Grealish moved from a team where he was the big fish in a small pond, and now he's going to be swimming in a much bigger ocean at Manchester City. No? So, and we have seen players who made that step in the past, and they just didn't adapt that well to at a bigger club. I don't think that's going to be Grealish's problem. I don't think he's going to have an issue with that. I think he's a quality player and he's going to bring something to City. He does overlap with a lot of what City already had. So I don't expect him to be like an outstanding player, revelation. Last year when City went and got Diaz, they needed Diaz.
Sure.
Grealish being a great player, I still don't think this is what City needed. He's a good player and he's gonna bring something because I think he improved any side, but he would have impact other sides more than he's gonna impact City. So, what will you get from $100 million player? I'm not sure you're gonna see that production, but he's gonna be a good member of the squad and he's gonna bring his qualities to City, and it will make it very interesting season.
Sure.
I agree with you because I think them need a striker more than them really need Grealish, but
that's true, Bojo. Yeah, that's true because Aguero, them get rid of Aguero. But Bojo, that's somebody that say you can't see this type of Grealish player that are far in a City team because them didn't go with that false nine role from them start bench Aguero. So you kind of see that in a far in, as I'm say, yo, kind of predict that in the future. Say, them that either go get a Grealish or a Messi. Messi transfer never worked out last season. So you'd figure say them look up show out the money for somebody. They never go get a striker because Pep. Man, there's no need a striker.
Right. We see how the false nine work out this season because I think this season it's gonna be a lot harder to pull off.
Yo, this
Well,
season, oh God.
first of all,
David, you wanna add something?
yes. First of all, I was surprised with the Greenish signing. I thought Kane was more of a priority. Well, I'm sorry, a forward, a striker was more of a priority for obvious reasons.
True.
No doubt, Greenish gonna bring some quality to that team. My only concern is sometimes when you are a report signing in the history of the Premier League, you may try to do more than you are capable of doing to justify that move. And he should let the game come to him because he's trying to fit in a Pep team that have won 3 of the last 4 Premier League titles. So so he just have to understand what City want and try to fit in a well-oiled machine.
Me have a question, Bojo. Where you think it will either when I say kind of take the load off of the Bruyne game, or you feel like them go click just like that when the season start, or Pep I go find some way to mess it up. We'll see him do it. You see me?
Yeah, Pep always find a way to mess it up. But
yeah, we'll see him do it.
Football, yo, me always believe that once you're a player, like top players at top level, ball speak the same language. It no matter which part you got. It will take time for him to gel in the system and style of play, but I don't think it's gonna take awfully long.
Well, the one thing I think about when I think about this Grealish move to City is that who is Grealish? He's not Salah, so he's not gonna have a whole lot of goals. He's not anybody like that. He's more of a Hazard type player. Hazard, with all his greatness, statistically, he didn't have no great statistical season.
Not necessarily, Travis.
Everybody rate him as being a great player. And I think Grealish is going to be the same thing. So if you judge Grealish statistically, you're going to be disappointed and say, boy, it was a bad move because he's not going to have the numbers. But he can have the impact similar to what Hazard have. The only caveat to that is that Hazard was the man who the team ran through when he was at Chelsea. It won't run through Grealish.
True. Yeah, true.
And to answer your question where you asked also, Kush, in my view again, yes, it's gonna take some not pressure off De Bruyne per se. It's gonna take pressure off the team because De Bruyne is gonna miss a few games. And when you rotate him out, you can put in another player who can fulfill a creativity role in the team that City misses whenever he's out. So from that perspective, I think it's a good move.
Okay.
Yeah?
Not bad. See, Travis, I talk about Messi would have got City and them would have win Champions League. Not necessarily. As I'm say, Pep always find a way for mess it up, bro. You see? It's just it's something where the man just living their head so much to where he outthink the football. It's not that he's not a good coach, Him outthink the football, bro.
He's an egotist.
He always get cut. He feel like say, he have to just go out coach. You don't have to do that sometimes.
All right, we want to shift gears real quick because there's a lot. Kush, we are shift to your side of defense, right?
Which is right.
You got in Sancho and Varane. You think this is enough for you? Challenge for the league now?
Well, I say something to somebody the other day. I talk to a local brother. I say, if Matic was at least 5 years younger, I would have given my team a chance. If Matic was at least 5 years younger. But with the team we have, we need a player like Matic. You see me? Because
Fred, bro.
Fred, Bojo, no get me wrong, brother. I rate Fred. But you see, if you can't pass a football in an English league, brother, it hard for you just have work rate out there. You see me? You can't just, brother, look on Kante. You see me? Kante work rate up and down all over the field. But Kante can't pass a football. You understand? Him can make that pass the way necessary for me. With Veron and Sancho for the 19, Sancho, I know, is a good look because we actually need more goals. You see me? I think we'd actually go get a striker, but I guess not.
All right, with the Sancho signing, what happened to your favorite player, Marshall?
Marshall, yo, I see them put out. I read Manu blog there. I see them put out say yo, it's a good look that Marshall make up his mind for stay because they will give him the option for leave or go out on a loan. Or you see me? For anybody who want to buy him, but him choose for stay and work for him game because I guess him say him have something to prove. You see me? So I kind of like that way him do. Him not just take the look up out and run because him feel like him want playing time. Because Ole make everybody no, so that me just get to Ole make everybody know say yo, don't look upon the stars them way I forward him because him say it already. And watch the stars them way I forward him. Everybody I get a fair chance to make him 11. Him said just like Jesse. Him said Jesse went out on loan, getting him farm. Because him there Manu basically just step on the bench and a sulk in him own look away. Him go get him farm. So everybody know I actually get a chance for play for them spot in at 11. You see me? You know certain spot already sealed and done, but everybody will get a chance, man.
Speaking of seal and done, you spent a fortune on Van de Beek last season, and he didn't really feature as much. You have Lingard who went out on loan and set the Premier League on fire, you know?
Yeah.
What you think the coach have planned? You see the coach have plans for them in the
I see him go work with Van de Beek more this season because the simple fact that him finally realized say yo, Matic finish. Him say Matic will go just be a role player. Him say Fred can't pass the ball. So me just have a slight idea say yo, him go implement Van de Beek in the side more on the simple fact that him want the work rate from the midfield because him got release Pogba and Bruno. Bruno now go give too much running back. Pogba always go left on the island. So Van de Beek will always be that local cover there. Because I see him using in the preseason. I see him using about 3 games good. Where Van de Beek be the local cover fit. Every time we push high, him at the ball angler when the ball drop off. I'm always sit right there up on the top of the where I say no, the half line. So we can't put Van de Beek in the side, brother. It make no sense we go shove out the money for him and then we're not gonna use him. It make no sense.
All right then. Blacks.
Yeah.
All right. David, go on.
Yeah, so listen, I mean, I thought the 2 signings that Manchester United made are very good signing, and I want to emphasize Varane more priority. He's a world class.
Varane was a priority. We needed that.
Right.
That was a guarantee. Yeah.
Right. He's a world class player. He has won everything under the sun where football is concerned. Now, he's coming to a Manchester United team that is trying to get back to where they were, and I think when he partner with Maguire, I think that will be a good partnership. Now, my main concern with your team is the coach, and you hope that he have learned from last season.
Yeah, that's true. That is absolutely true.
Right, because his tactics, he need to get that point. But I think you have a good chance of winning the league. I honestly do.
I think it's all forward back to the coach, David. Don't get me wrong, we have talented players can do it. But that's what you say. For him coaching tactical wise, it just him have to go learn some more. I get wrong. Right. We have to continue to use him.
Right, and that's why you surround yourself. If I'm only gonna social, I surround myself with some good assistant coach that could help me in some decision making. But last but not least, there have to be some improvement from last season to this, where his decision making are concerned. So,
Last season was his first season. Last season was his first season, Black.
No, sir. No.
So the first season, him forwarding with a hot spell. Everybody give him the credit where him get signed.
With all due respect, I mean to cut him. With all due respect, when he forwarded in the middle of 3 seasons ago or 2.5,
we just started like 10 minutes.
When he entered, and I think the people at Manchester United set it up that way for him.
We already have it's a lot.
There's some teams that he should beat, and not only did he beat them, the style of football that thing was attractive.
Yeah, because it also bring him far into the Champions League. It bring him up to the way and beat PSG. That same tactics him use, it bring him up to where and beat PSG. And I think that's where them actually release him and say, all right, we are going to try with him. But last season, him never correct certain things where him get caught at doing at the first season when he fought in the half, in the local short part. And now, in that season, I'm going to try change that. All right, the same thing I reach with. Easy for score upon in the first 5 minutes. All of that I forgot change. Well, Varane kind of bringing that for the change at the part of that season where you can't just score upon win in the first 3 to 5 minutes, and then now we have to go play for try get 2 goals or 3 goals.
But let me just say this. Sorry, let me just say this, Blacks. This was only based on my knowledge. This was only first final, if I'm not mistaken.
Second, no man.
Oh, it was the second.
Which was his only as well. Oh no, his first final. Yeah, you're right. He lost 3 semi-final.
Right. So this was his first final. And other great coaches have lost many finals before they eventually win. And I think if some of the Manchester United fans could understand that this is a process.
Yeah, but David, look on the team when go up against. Not saying get out coach, but with the talented.
He did.
All right. Yo. Hold on. Let's get a different perspective. Let's welcome Shane to the panel.
Yeah.
Easy.
So he doesn't have Arsenal jersey, anything at all to put on?
I have them, but yeah, me just forwarding.
That's and David have on this scarf thing, brother. I will not deal with that.
All right, so we are talking about Manchester United and the thoughts on the signing Sancho and Varane. What are the possible chances of them challenging for the league and make a deeper push in the Champions League and all these things?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that is the expectation, isn't it? That them you have to see tangible progress, not just in our league, because they do well in our league, but to sustain a genuine type of talent, And we've seen them go on runs in our league, but again, you have to be able to sustain it. I feel that they have the squad to do that. They have the depth, they have the personnel, enough places. So it's just for them to go out and execute. What I think we will see how them start the season off, because that will give them, confidence to go from strength to strength. The acquisitions have been impressive. Getting Varane, No, again, it's a caveat to getting Varane, because Varane over the last couple of years, I don't know if the injury have taken something from him. When he had a bad knee injury, and have seen a whole heap of mistakes or sense of casualness in a game sometimes. So Man United fans who hope say he forward and he's focused, because again,
he not play good in the Euros, so you're absolutely right.
Exactly. Well, he did
never had a good Euros.
Yeah, the first game, funny thing, the first game he was imperious, right? Yep. Where he have that where it can be great, but again, I keep remembering the Switzerland goal when he just run through middle of front defense.
Even Sweden. I think Sweden. I think our 2 Sweden bucking right past him. You're right.
Yeah.
They never have a good tournament.
Wasn't it Switzerland the last game when knocked them out?
Yeah, Switzerland, my boy, the big youth.
Yeah, it's just something like that. Well, so before hungry game, it wasn't again. They just look at shambles at the back, right?
Yeah, never look like himself.
Exactly. So you look on that and you say, you know what I mean, is he forwarding, you know what I mean, and is he going to be the leader back there? You know what I mean? Again, in our Premier League, you can't just forward and expect for just garner respect off your name. You go really have to fight. But
not this league.
Nah, but Kevin Grace Man United is that they have Eric Bailly who can forward in, and even Victor Lindelof. Maybe this will make him up in game. You understand what I mean? So you still have personnel there what can battle for places. In my opinion, just down to the coach, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to take shots.
I just don't hope this rush him to go in this 3-5-2 because you have so much good defenders you want to put all of them out there to go rush you for going at that formation. You don't need to. Everybody work for them game.
The issue I have, and I think Veron is a great signing. So first of all, I think he's a great signing. Mm-hmm. He's a great player, and you can't have too much great players. No, that's just a fact. When he was at Real Madrid, they play. When you talk about high intensity, high profile game, they have El Clasico, so you have 2 of those, and they play Atletico, you have 2 of those. So he has about 4 top quality high pressure games per year in the league. Yeah. And then Champions League is a different animal when you reach to the knockout stage. You have a bunch of other high pressure games that you have to bring one certain amount of energy to, one certain amount of intensity to. And I'm not saying that they're wrong. They're not good teams in Spain. Yeah, they're good teams in Spain. And I don't want to take it as a knock like that. Say, boy, this the team and a book. I'm not Shane can go tell me about every player that is in Spain that is great. Because they are great teams. But I'm talking about from an intensity perspective. Games that you think about from the season starts. I'm gonna have to play that game. He plays 4 of them in the league every year. And sometimes I can't to a Sevilla and these other teams are doing. You may add some other teams in there every now and again. But in general, in the Premier League, he's gonna have 2 of those with Manchester City every year. He's gonna have 2 of them with Liverpool. He's gonna have 2 with Chelsea. Arsenal is not good, but the intensity is gonna be there. It's the same.
Yeah.
Tottenham, the same thing. They're not good, but the intensity and expectation. And guess what? When he play Brighton,
one more time,
or Stoke or whoever else it is, it's gonna be the same intensity. So how will he hold up to that for the entire season when he has to bring it every single game?
The first game and they're playing against Leeds and they play Crush?
Exactly.
I don't think him gonna be playing for that game.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the league is different. It's different gravy, isn't it?
Yeah, different.
Yeah. So
Wolves get back them striker, right? I know the league turn up again, you know.
So from that perspective, how will he respond to that? Even we're talking about Jadon Sancho, he didn't have a million of those games every year at the same way. Again, he's coming over here, but again, the quality that Manchester United have, and I don't want to hear no excuse from Mr. Kush and the rest of the Man U fans. This team that just went out and spent over $100 million and over the last 5 years has spent over $500 million net should be a title challenger. They should be the team that is fighting against Manchester City. And if they don't do it, it's because of incompetence from the coach.
We tried that last year.
Well, listen. We tried that. Well, listen. First of all, Varane is battle tested. I mean, the points that you made in terms of the fixture that he faced every season in La Liga prove that he's battle tested. So we're not even going to dispute that. Now, of course, the Premier League is more competitive than La Liga. I think we all could agree on that point. The problem is this: is if he think he's got to drop his guard when he play a small team in the Premier League and he don't bring it, that is the true challenge. Mm-hmm. Right, because when you look at Manchester United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, with the exception of Liverpool, and this is no shot, they have beat all the big teams. But the problem is consistency when they play mid-table team and even teams that they should beat.
That's true.
If they could sort that out, then this team should be right there with City and Liverpool or whoever.
Yeah,
going to them.
For example, David, that Sheffield game. Man, yo, some game I will see what we give up some points where you're absolutely right. If we can sort out that right there, so we have a shot. You see me? We have a shot.
And
so
that goes to the coach.
Right,
that goes to the coach, because as a coach, you have to let your players, you have to remind them that, listen, on paper, we should win this game. But you cannot get caught up with what's on paper. You have to bring the same intensity to when you play a Liverpool and City, because if you don't, you will get upset.
It'll be interesting to see how you start off the season in terms of team setup. Is it Fred and McTominay? Is it Fred and McTominay plus Pogba on the left? You know what I mean? Or in just a use McTominay and our Fred. You know what I'm saying?
I think we're gonna get the same setup as last season.
It will be same Fred and McTominay plus Pogba, and then Pogba on the left, Bruno Fernando through the middle. You know, it'll be interesting. Go on, Bojo.
When that is a finish up. Blacks, may I make you take the commenter and we're gonna move on from Manchester United. Spend too much time I talk about the devil.
It's great.
Go ahead. Which comment?
I think we bring this up when we just start. It must say Goodwell needed signing. However, it must say them still need to adjust the middle of the park, which
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
I think Kush addressed that, but personally, I don't think it's an excuse. I think they have serviceable players in that position. I don't think they have work beaters in that position, but they have serviceable players in that position. And if the coach set up the team properly, I think they can, because no team have every position locked down. And they go tell me that because Manchester United does not have one position locked down. Because technically, you could say that they have every other single position on the field. They have the player that they want there.
Blacks and Gotta said strike can really they not buy big money striker.
Who they tell me about? And
but me been one Cavani at my team for the simple fact
Cavani's a good striker.
He's a good striker, bro.
So technically, every other position is locked down. No other team in the world can tell me they have 10 out of 11.
The other thing is,
tell me that you're not a title challenger.
Have Rashford out for more 4 weeks.
Yeah. Again, me just play devil's advocate, as you know, Blacks. You know what I mean? But as me pre-thought that, you know, the other thing most say is that the best player in the Europa League final for Manchester United was one Scott McTominay.
Exactly.
Therefore, if I'm a Man United fan, I'll be looking for him forwarding and go from strength to strength. You know what I mean? This season. Let's see how it goes.
I think him can play there by himself.
Well, that's not gonna happen, though, right?
Yeah, not with our coach.
All right,
yeah.
I'll say this.
But all right, may I have a question, Bojo? I think him should do that with McTominay because you'd have Lindelof and you'd have Maguire. I think Vera now should show up that way and can play that one midfield. I don't think you need the two midfield now.
Exactly. World class.
Vera and there for sure up that.
Should need less protection.
Less protection, thank you, Black. So,
but if Man United play on the front foot, yeah, they don't need, and you know what I mean, and they go at people. They really don't need two defensive or two perceived defensive midfielder. But we'll see how it goes.
I'll say this. This Manchester United team have way more depth than the Liverpool team that win the league. So that was my case.
Bojo, stop this up. This Manchester United team has a more quality than the famous treble-winning team.
So then you're calling on a social outburst.
More.
No excuse. That's all.
More talented, no excuse.
All right, we're moving. We're shifting gears. And we move to London. Another in my opinion, should be contesting for the title. Chelsea got back.
The only begotten son.
But listen. Before it was reported that Chelsea was looking to bring Lukaku back, I thought they already had a good team. Now, the only problem with the signing that Lampard made were quality signing, and I think Thibaut Warner, which I still upset that we didn't get that player, but it's not about Liverpool right now. The only thing that was missing from him last season was his finish, because he gave everything on that field. And last but not least, this is a team that went on the Champions League final, and we know they all beat City in the final. So
them beat Pep.
Right. So I was
Pep lost the game.
Right. I was taken back when I heard they was going for Lukaku, but it does show you how aggressive Chelsea is has become.
Absolutely.
They are not settling on what they have. They are trying to repeat.
Ramovich gonna buy his way to a cup, bro.
So that's my take on Chelsea. There is a quality team, and I think I mean, look, the Premier League is a marathon. We know that it's not a sprint. So let's see how the season work out, because fortunately, one more thing.
So
true that Wayne.
Talking about the Chelsea, they have no holes in their squad. There's absolutely not one hole in their squad. They have excellent goalkeeper, right back, left back. I think they have top 10 in those positions right in the league. Their centre backs, same thing. They are right up there in the middle of the park with Jorginho and Kante. I don't think anyone can boast a better two midfielder in those positions like that. Man, I talk about creative stuff, but even creative you can talk about. But two better midfielder. Jorginho will pass it to death with those little short tiki-taki pass, and Kante cover every blade of grass. They have someone who is now able to score the goals. And that was the only thing that they were missing last year, and they have plugged that hole. There is no excuse for Chelsea again. I don't know what team gonna win the league this year. Because right now, I said that for the second team, that there's no excuse for them. But the truth is, I don't see a hole in this Chelsea squad. And I believe that Thomas Tuchel, having pre-season with them, having all the last year, seeing what he have, moving forward, we see how pragmatic he was. You see how he set up his team to play in big games last year, namely most of them play Manchester City. The man is a good tactical coach, and I think he's going to get what's needed out of them. Romelu Lukaku, I think, is his perfect centre forward also. So I expect Chelsea to be right there also when it comes to the end of the season. Be the team challenge for the trophy.
Just give me 1 second, I'll be there.
Just like I said that to you, man. I get the door. Somebody had knocked for about 2 minutes, dog.
Go ahead, Shane.
Did Chelsea bring in anybody else? No,
but they didn't need anybody else.
Okay, all right. We are gonna stay in London and talk about the mid-table team.
Go ahead.
Bring in Ben White and what do you name again? What name?
Sambi Lakanga. Come on.
Lakanga, yeah. Okay. Him look decent so far.
He look decent.
But
damn good. Look like he can make space in the midfield. He look decent.
I want to see him on party playing at the midfield.
That sounds like a party.
Yeah, but on this Ben White transfer,
I don't know.
I think Arsenal did need a Ben White. I think we should have taken the money there and sign a number 10. Lacking goals, and it's embarrassing. You know, I don't think Ben White was necessary. You know, I think that money was wasted. And
it's not a bad signing though, Bujo.
It's not, but there are other areas where we need.
The problem is push. Yeah, that when you Arsenal and you're not gonna spend extra money. You know what I mean? If you spend your next midfielder, you know what I mean? But if the money is
I think them should have never let Willock go. Yes, them get good money for him, but bro, you need, as I'm gonna say, just with Jesse. Yo, if you ever have the players them there find a way to make them work for them spot, bro. It's simple. Make them have to prove.
I don't believe in them.
You see me? Arteta don't believe in nobody. It look like.
You have Reece Nelson there, who's a good player, giving them game, and I don't know what main career to go. You know what I mean? I think Reece Nelson can be same kind of player, Joe Willockis, in sense that he can be a productive player. You see me I say? And you know so what are you gonna do? You know?
Bojo, Ben White signing, he was getting old in that position. David Luiz was way over the hill.
That's a fair point.
Hey David, are you aware? You know how many centre backs Arsenal have?
A lot.
Yeah, but we're talking about quality now. We're talking about quality because
why can't give Saliba a chance? You know.
Well, obviously,
is he that bad? He was playing at the French league and he's never been driven past. Never. He can't be that bad.
Now, the thing that I was surprised is how much money Brighton get from Arsenal for White.
No, it's just an English thing. It's not really.
Right.
Yeah, it's just an English thing.
Good point. All right.
Yeah. So there's two things. I think they spent a little extra for him, and as you all say, I think it's an English thing, and that's the reason why. The quality of the player, full of potential. Which market should Arsenal be shopping in at the moment? Should Arsenal, in your opinion, be shopping in the market where, we have a chance to win the league?
They need a number 10. They need a solid number 10.
Give me a chance. I can build my thought process. So are we shopping in the market where, we have a chance to win the league, so we need to get that good player and that other one because we are close? Or should they be shopping in the market, which I think they are at the moment, to say, we are not there at the moment. We need to build to that. So it's going to take us 1, 2, 3 transfer window. So we're going to bring in a quality player right now who some people may not look at him and say, he's a finished article and he doesn't worth it. But we see 2, 3 years down the road, and by the time we get there, he's going to be ready. And so we want him in our system from now. So you go out and you spend 50 million on Ben White because in 2 years, he's going to be a person who you can build a defense around. And when time Arsenal is ready to compete, then Ben White is going to be at that place where he's comfortable in Arsenal, he has the experience, and he's already there, and you can build a team around him. I think that's where Arsenal is, and I think that's where they should be shopping. So I think the Ben White deal, as much as they may say, it's slightly over, but we know that's the English premium that was paid. I think it was a good deal. Arsenal, unfortunately, will not do any better than they did last year.
Consistency, because it's an inconsistency. I mean, it's one of them things where this year is going to you have to go look on Mikel Arteta and try to figure out what him actually is as a coach.
It's all about coaching, bro. Actually, me feel like them have the players. They have a
potential. If you do something, if you have a top one or something. It's just
them not have a top level. As I said, them not have a top level number 10 where them can say, all right, I go release this sort of creativity where Arsenal need. You see me? But Arsenal have the players. Them have the players. To me, them not gonna do that. But to my honest opinion, if them find a way we can release the players them with them have, as a Bojo say, why them never get Saliba and them man their chance. The players them with them have now, if them find a way to get the best out of them can actually do things. Because as I said, the league is not a soft league, It's not like everybody just come run over everybody with a big team.
Push. The question is, who plays the number 10 like that? Arsenal had one and they get rid of him. They had a Ozil.
Yeah, because that's, as I said, that's the coach. It's the coach and the club. So, that's a club problem. That is not a player on the field problem.
Hey, Bojo, Ben White, they have been a lot of talk about Ben White when he was in the championship. So a lot of teams been looking at Ben White for quite some time. He's a good quality player. Now, I don't agree with Blacks that They buy him now, hoping that by 2 to 3 years, when they're ready, that he will, be there. Arsenal mentality right now is they're ready to get back to Champions League. That's their mentality right now, and a lot of pressure is on Arteta right now. So I disagree with Blacks where he's looking two years.
Liverpool win the league with a number 10. Firmino wasn't playing as a striker role. Isn't it? It release Salah and Mane for always can run behind that number 10 drop off role. It's not that say them always use a striker. Firmino used to come and pick up a ball all the time. That's something we see them use and kill off.
Yeah, which is how he plays. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah. No, a big question me that answer.
So one of the things I saw someone did recently was do a deep dive into the statistics behind Ben White game, and I think Tifo did a video also. So I saw one place, and I also saw a Tifo video that they did about him, and you could see why Arsenal went for him. The underlying things like how he progressed the ball from in the defense, and how he helped to release his forwards and midfielders either quickly or making accurate long passes out of defense and progressive moves out of defense and stuff like that. So when I look at those statistics, which right now that is what kind of run football, those underlying stats are what people use to scout and use to decide. It's not only an eye test anymore to say I saw that player and he looks good. They actually dig up the stats and that underline all those moves that you see. And one other thing about Ben White, he really grades really well from that perspective. There's a website near FB Ref. It's really good for those statistics. Now, when I look on a players and try to figure out what people see in them, it actually does show a lot of information about players like that. And Ben White is one player who really grades well in that perspective. But as I said, with that, Arsenal is not going to do anything better than the last year.
Can I say, was Ben White all right? Arsenal go out and get Ben White from Brighton, right? Was Ben White best player for Brighton?
Some people say no.
No,
people say he wasn't their best defender, actually.
But I think Arsenal should have go out and go get Basuma, because if you're looking at any other way, that's your best way for go look, brother. You never need to go get Ben White. Ben White wasn't Brighton's best player. Ben White was England's best product. Not Arsenal best product, it was England best product. That was Ben White.
With all due respect, we have to give him a season. Let me see what he brings to Arsenal this upcoming season. Let's go past judgment so soon.
Yeah. It just seems like it's a lot of different people that they make decisions. It's not a cohesive unit, right? So the plans them, they don't even seem like it's a long term. They take a long term view to it. You know what I mean? It's no vision. It seems like to it club. You look at Aubameyang. What's gonna happen with him? Because he don't really look good throughout the preseason. You know what I mean? He need to show up for Arsenal, right? And
he need to score tomorrow too.
He need to score. Well, score throughout the preseason. You know what I mean? And there's an issue with him. By people, should he be playing on the wing or should he be playing up front? You know what I mean? If get the team balance. So there's a lot of question marks with us now. You know what I mean? Somewhere in there, they have a good team, they have talent. You know what I mean? But it's just matching enough together to get a good product on the pitch. It's a mess. They have talent. It'll be interesting on the top about not having a number 10. Then they depend on Emile Smith-Rowe if he continue in progression, right? And we'll see how that goes. We'll see how Saka, if he can continue his progression. You know what I mean? Again, it's a lot of ifs, but that is where Arsenal is. As Black said, right? Where Arsenal is right now, again, they're where they should be, as in terms of challenging for the league. But if the manager can get a good plan going, you understand what I mean? Them can make a run, make a cup run, make a Europa League run, you know what I mean? And that's how you build, you know what I mean?
Hold on. What she say a while ago? Europa League run?
So
They did made a
I don't want to be like Ty, you know, because I know you have a tendency to be like Ty. But only in the Europa League. I'm sorry.
Shit, they made a run last
I'm sorry.
season. They made a run last season. They just came up short.
I'm sorry.
David, I'm sorry.
Aye.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's not call for.
Enough about Arsenal who don't know what to do with their money, and to a team where actually I make use of them money in Aston Villa.
We don't talk about Spurs.
Wait.
Moderator.
No, you talk about so I want to know what's the order of your conversation. Oh, you start with transfers. So Aston Villa then.
Yeah,
Since a
transfer.
Transfer.
Your club not buy nobody. Your club not buy nobody blacks. We can't talk about Liverpool.
No, that's what I said. I'm going to wonder where the conversation is going. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
So I'm talk about the club that wants to spend money.
My apologies.
No,
Okay,
you take over the conversation already. Tell me about the acquisition or the pickups them, the players that they brought in.
Well, Aston Villa,
Wendia, Leon, Ings,
and Ings. Those are the three main ones.
Three players that they bring in.
They spend the Grealish money, and they actually probably got some change out of it, right? They actually keep some change out of it.
Yeah.
Listen, I think we have seen it years upon years. When Tottenham got the Gareth Bale money, they wasted it on 7 players.
Magnificent 7.
Eh?
The Magnificent 7.
Liverpool got the Coutinho money, and I know Ricky's gonna come and tell us foolish tomorrow when he watches.
So what about the Suarez money?
To be fair, Blacks, Spurs won't get some good players. It was mismatch. They won't get some good players outside. Yes.
Well, good players is relative because good players only good if them do good for the team or buy them, and they didn't do anything good for the team.
Ericsson was a great player.
Again, they won nothing with it.
The Rabona what Eric Lamesi score.
So to me, that was a failure from their part with the Tottenham money, with the Gareth Bale money. Somebody else may have a different opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying my perspective is that they fail with that. As opposed, Liverpool got some money for Coutinho. And the investment that happened with the team, I say, okay, that's the example. That's what you want to see. You want to see the team make that move, make that progression when they get some money coming like that. Even Chelsea went out and they used the money they got last year year before last for Hazard, and they flipped that into Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. That's what the money went to. That's basically what the money got flipped to. I know Chelsea don't need to flip money, but basically that was what the money got flipped to. And they won the Champions League. What is Villa doing? And what has Villa done? And my perspective, what they have done is great business. They get a recognized Premier League goal scorer in Ings. They got Buendia, who is very creative and can offer some of the same attributes that Grealish had while he was there. He's not a replacement, but he's going to help to fill that void. And they went and they got Leon Bailey, who a couple years ago, Manchester United and Chelsea and Liverpool were willing to pay $80 $100 million for him. That's the conversation that was there. So, while they won't replace Grealish with a player, I think the group of players that they brought in are more than adequate to replace what Grealish did for the team. Statistically, they're going to be better because I think Ings has scored more goals than Grealish every year. Buendia have the ability to give the same statistical numbers that Grealish did. I don't think he's going to have the same impact, but statistically he can have the same numbers. But you can have numbers and don't have the impact because Grealish had impact and Villa team more than the statistics that he had. And Leon Bailey can also give you statistically same or better numbers than what Grealish was giving him. Because if you look at his numbers at Liverpool,
they have Chayori, right?
They were the same or better for Leon Bailey.
They have Chayori. Him are the killer to me, no Bojo.
They have Chayori, they have Ollie Watkins still play, and they have El Ghazi. they have a better team this year than they had last year. That's what I'm saying.
Top
You
six.
trying to say them have a better team than Arsenal?
Top
Of
six.
course they do.
Look,
Top six.
my concern with
Top
the
six.
play-
Blacks always say them have the best goalkeeper in the league.
In the league, easy.
Well,
it's not nice to take shots at your own team, but
What you
the
mean?
only thing that concerned me with all the 3 players that Aston Villa brought in, we know Iggs what he could do, but Iggs come with baggage, and that is injuries. He missed a lot of games last season with that knee, that he constantly tend to aggravate that knee, that whatever problem it is. So that's my only concern. Other than that, they have brought in some very good players, and it should be interesting.
But David, with less pressure, because this time you do have Ollie Watkins. So if he does get injured, Grealish is not gonna Villa is not gonna suffer the way Southampton did. They also so from that perspective, so they can rotate him. He can get better rest during the season. The pressure is not on him the way it was before. And believe me, they actually gonna have more players sitting out waiting. That means El Ghazi is not gonna be playing. Traore is probably not gonna be playing every game like that. The way they were expecting and hoping to be playing. It's gonna be actually a tussle to find for them to choose a team this year, which is a good thing for Villa. As I said, I think they're a better team this year than they were last year. And I expect, you see how West Ham was last year, challenging all the way to the end for European spot. That's what I expect Villa will be doing this year.
Talking about West Ham, one thing that I wanted to mention when we were talking about Manchester United, I just want to mention it now, even though the topic is not about them. If I'm Jesse Lingard, I would ask for a move. I really don't see him getting a lot of games, because the thing with Manchester United is if you get an opportunity and you don't do anything positive with it, you could find yourself on the bench for some time. So I think he should ask for a move. I think he's better off asking for a move. But anyway,
there's a virgin over London. Them call him Ricky in London, who said that Jesse Lingard have ambition. That's why he's back at Manchester United.
Exactly. He's absolutely right.
The ambition will die. The ambition
He's absolutely right.
To be fair to Ricky, and I don't even. The issue is that he must be backing himself. He play well, and it was. I think it was a lot of mental thing for him, right? And then go with some go play well. So you have to back himself to get back into that side. You know what I mean? And
It's simple. That's it.
And Manchester United didn't want to play for. So if he feel like he
have that in club, it's not like say it's not a team we
feel
want
like
to
he
play
have
for.
a chance, you know what I mean, and he feel like Oli go give him a chance for proving himself and him backing abilities. I don't see anything wrong with it. The more I go back to Villa, you see,
you need them in a bench, man.
Yes. What I do think with Villa is that an amalgamation of talent not necessarily mean that you go shoot up the table, right? So I like the Ing signing, I like the Ollie Watkins signing, but now it's incumbent for the coach to put that side together and for them play, even new signings, for them play and get results effectively. You know what I mean? I've seen teams like Newcastle put teams together where you look on the team and you say, yo, you don't say that team are going to be great because they have so much talent, but somehow, somewhere, they can't really put it together. So I'm not sure that it would be top 6 Aston Villa. I think they'll be mid-table. But it's going to be difficult. When you lose your best player, it's difficult to just start back from ground zero and Villa. I think they'll be growing pains.
That's true.
I don't think they're starting from ground zero, Shane. But you see the progress from them escaping relegation to them doing lovely stuff last year. Huh?
They had a good season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's ground zero. Them miss
but
a great player in Grealish, but
I get what Shane is saying. Them have a good season last season on the opposite side of the teams them playing bad. I just teams never either injuries or teams wasn't playing to them standard.
How much game did Grealish miss last year?
Liverpool 7, right?
And towards the second part of the season, he missed a lot.
No, coach.
He missed about a month and a half, if not 2 months.
The Liverpool game, them did like 80%.
They say Liverpool was like 80%.
Yeah, because Van Dijk did still fit them time there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ross Barkley now forward back for Villa.
Who?
Ross Barkley. Yo,
Well,
Chelsea full of players there, youth.
Yo, Chelsea, yo, the man. Hey, let's see the man them have Abraham on the bench yesterday. Tommy on the bench.
Yeah. So I
What
don't know.
about
No, Ross Barkley and even Loftus-Cheek, as I was saying, but Ross Barkley, I
Yeah.
guess he needs to go back to Villa, which he should. Speaking
He
of players
should.
who should go to places, I think Ross Barkley should go back to Villa.
Yeah, Ross Barkley give Villa that spark the last season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
When he
him that spark.
when he was fit. So again, it's interesting. You know what I mean? It's interesting to see with him finish. You know, it's interesting.
Who
Alright,
else made a good signing last year?
Let's try do like any other top one out there because
Any other top signing? I don't remember any other top signing.
So Liverpool will make the signing.
Well, yeah, Liverpool did sign a centre back. So we can talk about that a little. From my perspective, is that last year we had a crisis in the centre back position. Abraham Konate has been somebody who Liverpool has been pursuing for a while. He was always in the pipeline. They finally signed him. I think he's a good young talent. He's not going to make the difference in the team, in my view. So from that perspective, I think it was good. The money wasn't too much. It was Liverpool type of money. That's what Liverpool like to spend around that area. And so I think it was a good buy from Liverpool perspective. What else we needed to do? I still think we needed to get a centre forward. We haven't so far. I don't know what's going to happen. The coach said that he's happy with his squad. I also think we needed to not get a replacement for Gini, but we needed to get a midfielder, one more midfielder to come to the fore for Liverpool, either to come in the team. And we haven't gotten that midfielder. Can we change what we do? How will that affect the entire team? The thing that I have with Liverpool is that there's so much if in this season. So these are the if where we can talk about Liverpool. If Van Dijk and Gomez are back to what they used to be, if Trent and Robertson don't get injured this year, is if Thiago, Henderson,
and Robertson already injured.
If out my entire back line, which all of those things are possible, and I if out all the midfield, and then if Salah continue to score, is if Mane can come back and start score, and it's if Firmino can start score again. The entire team is one big if. That's the problem I have with the team right now. It's just if. That is that
one hour day, Victor. What do you think, David?
I was just giving Blacks an opportunity to vent. And now that he's finished, let me tell you what I think.
Yes, go ahead.
Now, when Lovren decided to move on, we took a gamble and we pay for it because we should have replaced Lovren way back then. Now, Abraham. So we bring in Abraham, and we have Van Dijk and Gomez coming back, and obviously they're not gonna get back to where they were immediately. It's gonna take some time for them to get there. I think we should keep what's that central defender named Nate. I think we should keep him. We shouldn't sell him. Now, I'm not gonna go into the if and if as my fellow Liverpool supporter. Unfortunately, the Premier League is all about bumps and bruises along the way. Now, we should find a replacement for Wijnaldum. We need to do that. And we still have time in the transfer window. Hopefully, we will get something done before the transfer window.
David, before you go any further, so the thing what Liverpool is saying, why they haven't replaced him right now, is if Ox can stay healthy and is if Keita can stay healthy, then they will have it. So that's 2 more if I add to it again.
well. Obviously, Ox have a track record where he cannot stay healthy. We know that. So
and Keita have the same thing.
And yes, not
And
the case.
Bojo, Jones can step up, and if Elliott can step in. So that's 2 more. Let me add 2 more to it again. If Curtis Jones will step up, if Harvey Elliott can come in and offer something in the midfield.
Well,
all I hear from Liverpool this year is
if.
That is not good enough to start a season. You should not start a season with so much if. It's ridiculous that you start a season and if is the only thing that you can say. That's all I can say for Liverpool right now.
Well, one thing you could say about Jurgen Klopp, he does give the young players an opportunity to make the team, and I think Elliott got to get that opportunity. He's because he refused to send him out on loan, so that means he's got to find a role for him to play. Now you are right about one thing. We need someone to challenge Firmino. Firmino is not consistent enough. He does everything well except scoring consistently. So we need to bring in some competition in that area. And Manny, I anticipate Manny will make a comeback. I'm not hoping, I'm not ifing, he will make a comeback. So
tell him again, David. No,
you're very optimistic, sir. Very optimistic.
Hold on. And Salah have been one of the most consistent player in the Premier League history.
History.
You are right, sir. You are right. You are right, and I agree with you on that.
And last but not least, I expect us to be in the mix. And I'm not basing it on hope. I'm not basing it on emotion. I'm basing it that these group of guys have been together for some time, and I know they're gonna bounce back. They are very disappointed with how they trying to defend the trophy last season, and I know they will be ready.
Please block Biko.
David, stop from living at the past. Stop from
Can someone just block Biko, because I don't understand. Harry Wilson, listen, man. Harry Wilson is exactly where he should be in the championship. What Biko is talking about?
Yo, I like so yes, tell me say you know rate Harry Wilson.
He's where he's supposed to be.
Liverpool legend.
He's where he's supposed to be in the championship.
All right.
He's a great championship player.
All right. 2 things real quick. One more to think about and at the closer to the end of the show, we discussed that. Pick your top 4. Pick a top 4.
Okay.
Then for the season, and we can't answer this now. Leading goal scorer.
All right. The only one problem is I don't think they you know, like the NBA draft just finished, and I said the draft started at number 5. I think it's the same thing in the Premier League. I think it's gonna start at number 5. So a Premier should pick a top 6 because
a top 4, me say.
But I think the 4 team are actually somewhat set. Everybody's got the same top 4.
All right.
What's the top 4, Blacks?
Huh?
Leave that feel last part.
Nothing will change.
Last part I show.
Well, I hear you. So you don't think Chelsea go be second or first?
Oh no. Me say the 4 is the same. I don't say the order.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I got you. Right. Yeah, but the Liverpool thing is, David, you have to give you have to really take what Blacks is really serious. That at some point the team will get old. That this is the only thing I'll add to the conversation. That at some point you have to move on and start get a little bit younger.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, with the players them where you keep. Just let me finish. That's all. With the players that when you keep depending upon year in year out. At some point, no, your caveat could be, but look, we bring in Dogo Jota, and he is one of them what filling for one of front three. But you still need fee constantly, as Ferguson once said. We don't want to love Ferguson, but he said if we not constantly get better, then only move backwards. So we don't want to go backwards.
But you know say them done Fabinho in a defensive midfielder. Fabinho was a number 10 at Monaco, you know? And them turn Fabinho in this sweeper keeper.
But he was a right back also. He was a utility player more than anything else. And I think he
when he was at Monaco, he was the man.
But he played right back for Brazil.
Bakayoko was the defensive midfielder. Blacks,
who is this? Who's the sports wig person?
Yes, who is that guy?
Well, Shane, I was only responding to the question that Buju asked.
Wow,
I was only responding to the question Buju asked about signing. Of course, our front three is getting old, and we will need to replace the spread. But let me answer the question that Buju asked. I expect City to make the top four. I expect City to make it. I expect Chelsea to make it.
Didn't
I
he say the end of the show though?
No,
that me I say.
I don't want here expect more. Yeah, get up.
Cause my boy they say yo.
Okay.
At the end of the show, man.
I expect City to win it. And as for the goal scorer, Salah will win goal time. Golden Boot.
Blacks, you think so too?
Huh?
You think so too?
Salah winning Golden Boot this year.
Listen.
No, Cavani I win that.
No. All right. You are. What were you smoking, sir? What are you talking about?
Brother, yo. You know what? I'm sure you will smoke.
Watch Greg Zelian Daily though.
No, Greg was
Let Greg talk now. He just forward. Let Greg talk.
Go on, Greg.
My name is Sports is Greg. I think it's too early to call any of those. Reason being, there's still transfers. Listen up, there's still transfers. No, Buju, there's still transfers that's gonna happen. If Harry Kane go to City, it's a totally different ball game.
I think
some of the transfers that we're expecting to happen, if they happen, so you picking top four, picking leading goal scorer, the fact that the transfer window is still very active. There's gonna be
but the league start tomorrow, so we're off at least.
The league start tomorrow. We get the Buju.
Whether you go pick it on 2 weeks time, you're gonna change your pick there.
That's why we have it live, Greg. That's why we have it live. That's why we have it live.
It's fine.
Yeah, but can
we have it live?
All right. See, Rooney said, Lukaku, I gotta get the leading goal scorer.
Honestly, the amount of goals that Chelsea created last year. Chelsea created goals last year. They didn't score the goals. Lukaku will score these goals. It is possible that he will actually win it. Actually,
Lukaku broke his foot in
right now. As it stands right now, I actually would agree with that. Lukaku to win leading goal scorer.
What you are smoke Blacks?
This man scored 25 goals with Everton. Who doesn't create that much goal like
but in the United and never scored 25
with West Brom.
Blacks, that was like
6 years ago.
No, him score about 23 with United.
Yeah, David, he's better now.
But listen to what I'm saying. When he was with West Brom, he scored, I think, 18 or so. You know what I mean? And that is Tony Pulis's West Brom. So
we're going back.
The thing is, he always score a heap of goals. That's the point.
We're going back 8 and 10 years. Okay. All right.
David, he's actually better now.
Exactly. He's better now, David.
He's better now. That's the thing.
He's a more mature.
Yeah, but I think.
Go ahead, David.
Go ahead, Greg. Yeah, I think the better defense is in the Premier League. It's not going to be as the Italian league. It's not going to be. I mean, I know he have done it before in the Premier League, and I know he's better now, but I don't see him just coming in and winning the Golden Boot. I don't see it.
It's going to happen.
Real talk, David. Real talk.
So Salah came from Italy.
I was expecting that. Answer.
Salah came from Italy, came in and won it, and Lukaku is coming to a Chelsea team who created a lot of chances last year that just needed somebody to put the ball in the bucket. And you're saying that Salah can't go win it? I mean,
who tell us that I'm going to create all of them chances this season?
But what would stop them?
Did you see the Super Cup game? They're still creating those chances. They haven't stopped. They're still creating them.
Yo, the Super Cup game them for dead, you know. The Super Cup game them for dead.
About 6 years ago,
Kush, one thing
May I say shit?
No, go ahead, Greg.
About 6 years ago, me make a speech and a whole heap of people have after me. About 6 or 7 years. I said that Lukaku had the potential to be as great as Drogba for Chelsea. Now, I said this when, I don't know if it was at West Brom or Everton at the time. I think it was probably Everton. And I said this because when Drogba started to shine at Chelsea, Drogba was already, 25 or 26? Was already a matured player coming from Marseille. And even when he just came to the league, he didn't hit the ground running. You know? Lukaku, when I made this statement, Lukaku was probably like 21, even when they looked like him at 35. He was just 21 years old, you know? And now you have a way more mature Lukaku. And what a lot of people don't realize is because of his size, it's like Kush, he have deceptive speed. So that gets a lot of defenders sometimes. They think he's not fast. But he's fast.
Kush is not fast, sorry. But anyway, this is
David?
He fast, are you?
Did David just say Kush not fast?
He's not that fast. But let me make this little point.
Stop lying to
Lukaku should have gone to Chelsea instead of Manchester United.
Yeah, we've been saying that. We said that long time.
Yes. It's Pogba who persuaded him to come.
We've been saying that.
That was the wrong decision.
No, it
wasn't the wrong decision. It wasn't the wrong decision.
It was about Mourinho. Mourinho knew that a Lukaku at Chelsea would have been bad for him. It would have been.
Thank you, Greg.
That's
so he manipulated the deal and some Morata end up at Chelsea.
Like Alexis Sanchez. I'm sorry. Okay, I got your point.
No, man. Yeah, man. I real talk, man. Mourinho see what Lukaku would have do.
No, he does that.
I don't lie.
But yeah, if Kane got to City, I see it between Kane and Lukaku if Kane goes to City.
And
my bad mind now make me pick Kane at all. You know.
Greg, you know that I believe if Kane go to City, he's not gonna have those numbers. I don't think his numbers are gonna be better. I think his numbers are gonna be
blacks.
Average.
But
that don't mean that's not what City need. That don't mean that he's not gonna be a success. Bad. I don't think you're gonna judge Kane at City by just the pure numbers. It's gonna be when he scored these goals, in what games he scored them. You know, when they get to these particular moments, I think he's gonna be able to score these goals that they weren't able to score. Like in the Champions League final. I think he would have been helpful in a game like that. In a knockout stage of Champions League, he's gonna be helpful because you can rely on him to get it there if you can provide service. But in terms of the sheer numbers right across the board, how much did Aguero win the Golden Boot?
Blacks, not with this team. Not with Grealish. Not with De Bruyne. Blacks. Let's listen to the way I say.
Aguero is not always fit either, Blacks. That's one of the problems.
Blacks. You're getting a goal. Blacks, listen. You're getting a goal poach striker. The simple fact that Harry Kane not have to drop back no more and pick up this ball when I forgot to do this one bag of work.
And I don't need that no more. To them.
And I say him go keep and about no penalty blocks are the simple fact that you have somebody like De Bruyne where you don't have to make the run in at the spot. De Bruyne are gonna put the ball in at the spot, brother. Just like Grealish. Grealish are gonna come bring you the ball. You see me?
But so coach, these are the only thing I'm saying though. With City, it's not about it won't be about Harry Kane. It will be about City. When time Sterling run, Harry Kane run, when time Mahrez run, De Bruyne has the ball. Before, it's only Harry Kane you get the ball to. No, De Bruyne still is going to pick the best pass, the person in the best position.
Yes.
And it's not only going to be Harry Kane.
Absolutely.
And such, me believe say it's going to be that he's going to be feeding off all them. When it comes to him, he will score it. But it's not going to be a case where
City play like that with a number 9 Blacks. Them play like them play that footballer with them can get. Sterling, Mahrez, anybody who in the number 9 role. City play the football like that, but if them have just Kane alone, we're gonna sit down right there as a striker. Him them no need for a shirt no more.
But
He no
Pep
need for a
doesn't want
shirt.
that. But Scrooge, but before you go over, I'll tell you, but before, Pep doesn't want anybody who's gonna sit down there. Cause Harry Kane, remember when he went in there, Aguero had scored a 23 goal a year before. And Pep Pioneer started bad, so he want him to do all different other type of things other than to stay there.
That's Pep. All you for want your striker to do any other things but
it's
score
the same
goals.
thing, and he hasn't changed. The man hasn't changed. He just threw away the Champions League final. He hasn't changed.
Again,
Nothing has changed about
Pep.
this man.
Chelsea
Pep.
fans will care to differ.
Yeah, he hasn't changed.
Yo,
Well, guess what?
Pep.
Kane is loved by England so much where these English fans will march Pep out of there. If Pep make Kane have him one way in that team. They will
Tell him
march
again, yeah.
out of there. Anyway,
Tell him
my
again.
pick is Shane, ready? My pick is Danny Ings. And may I laugh, but if he gets a run of games at Leicester, don't be surprised.
Jiggy. You talk about Jiggy forward.
Yes. Danny Ings is a no Leicester, Danny Ings. Oh no.
No. Aston Villa. Greg, how you
Damn.
Can we delete Greg?
Then the room at team, I feel like I'm gone. No, it never happened.
Can we please delete Greg?
You know what? It's not impossible to have I feel like either, you know.
It's not impossible either.
It's not impossible because what did he end up last year? In the top 5?
No.
Yes, he was up there.
Where did
I
he
think
end up last year?
I think Watkins scored more goals than Ings last season. I believe so.
Yeah, but that Ings play like half a season.
No man, Ings not even in top 10, brother.
For real?
It was the number.
Yeah, Watkins score more goals than him.
Fantasy points, when did I give it? I wouldn't get them from.
No, cause him score some double in a certain match. But Ali Watkins have 14.
And
Yeah,
Vardy?
Ali Watkins play every.
Vardy had 15.
Ali Watkins could have scored 25 easy. The amount of goal
Easy, the amount of chance they miss, Buju.
and three of those good.
So nobody don't think Watkins, nobody don't think say Vardy go do it again.
What about Bamford?
Yeah, I would give any
Vardy a
answer.
old man now, bro.
I would give any answer a better chance.
Yeah.
What? The thing why
Wow,
the
you're
thing,
about to text me too, boy.
I think the same thing is gonna happen with Vardy as what's gonna happen with Kane, where the team has more options now, and he's no longer the only one. You know that boy what they signed from Salzburg, Daka, and Iheanacho and Vardy rotating all of them like that. I think that make Leicester a much more and again look at the disrespect that we give Leicester, where we haven't given them, we haven't spent any time on them talking about what they have done, and they made a good move. Now they just signed that Southampton
Vestergaard.
Vestergaard. That was a good move. And Jiggy, I got to tell me, say, I bench man, I got to sit down. What
that is a great signing, and that young boy what they signed from France, the midfielder.
So,
yeah. You know,
they signed 2 players from Southampton. 2 players.
They have made some
great
Ryan
moves.
Bertrand also. So that's
Bertrand
was
I
left back.
like that signing. I like that signing.
there.
So if you look at what Leicester do.
But what Justin?
He's
Injured.
injured. Just go get to know.
Still injured.
He's still injured.
Yeah, he's still on the red and the fantasy.
He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing in the
That just like I said, Greg, would I buy him injured? I would have buy him injured.
If me ask, still go buy because Ricardo is back and he now get Ricardo game. Plus they got Castagna.
True.
And
they better than Castagna though.
They have 2 legs back. They have Bertrand and what name? Luke, whatever they look young kid name.
Luke Thomas.
Luke Thomas. They have Luke Thomas and they have Bertrand. They have Castagna and Ricardo on the right side.
They have a good team.
And Harvey Barnes, who was
they still need a winger.
Last year, is back.
Blacks, that youth.
They still need a winger though.
As they say, Harvey Barnes, hold on.
Listen, they are playing 4-2-2. 4-4-2. They're playing 4-4-2 with either Vardy and Iheanacho or Daka and Vardy. It's gonna be a good season for Leicester because I think they went out and from a depth standpoint, they have improved the depth with good quality players that they have brought in. So when time those injuries are happening, because last year they have as much injuries as anybody, but they just didn't have the depth at certain points. And I think this year they have addressed some of that situation.
What would be interesting is I want to see if Iheanacho can repeat
what he did in the last part.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Well, let's don't forget he won that penalty in the Community Shield, so he's picking up where he left off.
Real talk.
We didn't know Iheanacho is a good striker still. For him, the City is just that Pep came in and didn't give him much chance, you know.
Right, I no more and take Pepe out of my team and put in Harvey Barnes and made that at me.
Hey,
who you want out
there? Like how we mentioned Iheanacho, let's see if Joe Willock and Messi Lingard can repeat them performances from last season.
Yes, well, Lingard won't because he won't.
Lingard won't. Blacks, leave Lingard alone. No?
But the game time. No, I'm not saying
leave Lingard alone. No?
I'm not.
That's why I say wrong with you.
But he won't get the game time.
He's not staying at Man U, Blacks.
Where is he going? Space?
Where is he going?
Arsenal.
Oh, I see.
Lingard will not repeat. I don't see Lingard repeating those numbers, and this is the reason why. When he was at West Ham, there was no pressure on him. He was free to play wherever he wanted to play. With Manu, there is expectation, and if he don't produce, he's not going to get game.
Not only expectation, David. You have good players around you, so you have to go produce because you always have somebody.
Before he went on that poor run of farm, Lingard was a good player.
I remember
Lingard was starting.
Stop it, Greg. Stop it.
Lingard is a bad player.
Greg, stop it.
But he hasn't been consistent enough.
Plus, Lingard was in the England team. What are you talking about?
Greg,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Greg, all right, give me a chance. Give me a chance. Let me tell you why. I think Lingard has played 250 games in the Premier League. Over 230 of them was played for Manchester United. He only scored 18 goals. He played 16 games.
Thank you.
For West Ham, he scored 9 goals. Don't tell me he was no good player. Man, don't stop talking foolish, man. 234 games and 18 goals. And him go score 9 goals in 16 games. And don't tell me so he was a great player. Man, don't stop talking foolish, this man.
Blacks, I couldn't agree with you.
Blacks. You don't need to do ears and do maths. When it forward to this thing, I do ears and do maths. Because if you want to talk about ears and maths, your team no need to go on the road there. Just leave that out. Just leave numbers and years out of things we are talking about, Blacks. Cause
Blacks,
you're right, Blacks, you know. No say you're wrong.
Coach, Blacks, give us the numbers for Wijnaldum at Liverpool.
Play a different role.
Don't tell me bullshit. Give us the numbers for Wijnaldum at Liverpool.
You're making excuses,
I think the most goals he ever scored 1 year are 6.
Okay.
I don't have.
And does that mean he's a bad player?
No.
We see Wijnaldum for the Dutch team or for Newcastle playing as a number 10 and scoring a lot of goals. But for Liverpool,
just like Jesse for England team.
Lingard wasn't playing as far forward from Man United as he played for West Ham.
Greg, there's nothing you can tell me to convince that boy was a good player. He's a good dancer because I saw him dance at Arsenal. And so he can do that. I saw him dance at Arsenal and that's an excellent dancer. So if you want to talk about dancing, if you want to talk about making TikTok videos, if you want to talk about Instagram and likes and stuff like that, he's excellent.
Guys, we can't take shot. We gotta answer the question. Come on.
That's when it went downhill for him after that FA Cup game at the Emirates.
Yeah, cause your team over there, man.
So it's a good answer. So that's all I can give you.
That's
Hey,
when,
Greg.
but prior
Greg,
to that, Lingard was a good player.
Greg, my only concern about Lingard is this. He's going back to Manchester United where there's a lot of
Why are we talking about
competition. A lot of competition.
I don't know how we keep getting back to him.
And he has, well, I mean, he's
Let
coming back
David
from
finish.
loan.
We have one more point to address.
He's coming back from loan. And there's a lot of competition. And when he is given his opportunity, he has to produce. Because there's a lot of players that he are competing with. And if they are producing and he's not, that is the problem. Continue.
David, I don't think he's gonna stay. I don't think he's gonna stay. That's why I said I think he'll have a good season. I don't think he's gonna stay at Man U. But the other day, me here to make a comparison between Lingard and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Like, what the hell were?
Yo,
I didn't make that comparison.
You see Lingard stats versus Genie stats.
He's a former Arsenal player, but I don't know how on earth you can make that comparison. But Axel Lingard.
I didn't make that comparison. I don't know who.
Axel is just a headless chicken that's strong. Well, he name fit him Axe.
Brother, your face, man.
That's it. Anyways, let's move on from Lingard.
Next subject. Next subject.
You know, address PSG already or no?
No reach this yet, Greg.
We was only talking about the Premier League.
Oh, and 20 minutes. I'm not even talking about the super team. At least 5 minutes and then.
Bro,
Yeah,
Why-
they're
why-
not
why-
get more
why-
than 5 minutes. Literally, they're not get more than 5 minutes.
Is that a PSG shirt you have on there?
Hell no, Inter Miami.
Oh, it's my bad.
Inter
All right.
Miami.
Gazi.
Talk about them now.
You see the scissors?
No.
Oh,
We
Inter
have,
Miami?
before we are stick with the Premier League.
Please,
Okay, Premier League.
please.
All right, we can talk about the game tomorrow then, real quick.
Okay.
Brentford,
Yeah,
Brentford 2, Arsenal 1.
Okay.
Me actually have
I'm
a
just
2-2
put Pepe
draw.
in on my team, dog.
Me have a 2-2 draw.
He can probably score the 1 goal.
No, but must put Pepe for score 2 tomorrow.
So what does that mean?
Listen,
Against Ethan Pinnock, you mad?
excuse you.
Bojo.
Anyways,
Pepe has
This-
score 2 tomorrow and Bama
this
score 1.
Brentford team after what? 87
Let me see the scissors,
87
bro.
years out of the top flight. 80 something, right, Blacks? Yeah, there's
Not long?
something.
That long?
Yeah, I think like 87 or 85 years. I'm saying,
Something like that.
Wow.
Them a come back with blood in their eye and them.
And
kids,
Arsenal are going to give them a
them-
piece of whipping tomorrow, brother.
I
What are you
don't
talking about,
see
Greg?
not this current Arsenal team. Kush,
Bro.
I'm not even, and I'm the most optimistic Arsenal fan I know. I don't
I
think
never
there's
had a know about that.
not
Bro,
even
Greg, I don't know
Ty.
about that, dog. Greg, I don't know about
Not
that.
even Ty is delusional
Brother.
like me when it comes to Arsenal. And I'm
Yo,
not optimistic about
Arsenal are going to have a comfortable win tomorrow, brother, bro.
Push.
Just
I hope
listen
so.
to me.
Push.
I hope
Hold
so.
on,
Kush,
Greg.
but
Greg,
I'm not
hold on,
optimistic.
Greg. Hold on.
I have not seen anything in pre-season that convinced me.
Well, I know that may I get to. Arsenal lose. I think all of them preseason game except for the one of them draw 2-2 with the Rangers. So
And then beat behind closed door game against Millwall.
yeah, but yeah. Anyway, Jamaica them are roof for them. Ethan
I
Pinnock.
don't see nothing in preseason, dog. And then
2-2 draw.
what is
I
it?
can't
9
believe,
weeks,
yo,
dog?
I can't believe the Arsenal fan then turn big Jamaican
What is it?
fan in
9
the
weeks
Premier
since the
League.
transfer window has been open, and they still cannot decide who they want to bring in. Approach the team. I mean, they bring in a backup left back, a centre back who David was better than back in his day for 50 million. And may I have to give them credit for the central midfielder. Lokanga is a good player. You know, may I have to give credit for that. Mr. Bits and pieces of him last year at Anderlecht. You know, he's a good player. But other than that, they still can't decide if they want Madison, if they want OR, if they want Odegaard. Like every second day, there's another rumor.
The Brazilian, Guimaraes.
Supposedly we wanted Ramsdale. How are you gonna bid 30 million for a goalkeeper that got relegated when there are about 30 goalkeepers in the league that were better than him? but you're gonna bid £30 million for a goalkeeper.
He was number 14 actually. He was the 14th best goalkeeper.
They said the deal fell through.
But he's English though. He is English, and he's English. I think under 21 or something.
Nick Pope, John Stone.
No, you know my opinion on it. Just playing devil's advocate because I don't rate him at all. I don't rate him at all. Yeah, Nick Pope, Johnston, the kid from West Brom, anybody. My favorite. I still don't understand when he played for Fulham last year.
Even Sanchez are one good keeper too.
Where is Shane? Areola. Somebody signed him, right?
When they are Newcastle.
Are you serious?
The Newcastle Areola.
I lie it.
I forgot look. I forgot find him.
Signed somewhere, but I'm not sure where I'm going. For some reason, I thought it was West Ham.
That's where I heard, Greg. I thought it was West Ham he was going.
In Ghana, West Ham.
Okay, I know that's what I heard.
All right, not to steer from the topic too much.
That shouldn't happen. That's crazy.
But that's a good goalkeeper, And then we go give them 50 million for Ben White, but left Ives Bissouma, who we still need a central.
But we talked about that earlier, Greg.
Partey's age is catching up on
talk about that already, and honestly, I'm tired of listening to it.
But there's a Partey here catching up, and then just buy Partey. It's not like they're Partey for you. Don't just buy him. Eh?
We bought him. We bought him injured, right?
But all I heard was Partey after Partey, and that's all I see here.
This is after the
party. No, that's how they might play against
Man
U.
The party done.
They might play against Man U.
Blacks, the party done. This is after
the party done. The party done before it start.
Anyways, after party.
Anyways. Nothing to add about Brentford.
Actually looking forward to see Brentford. Looking forward to see them. They have been the 23rd best team for the last 4 years or so in England. Finally they make the step up.
From them of Ollie Watkins.
Yeah. The Ivan Toney, can he score in the Premier League? Oh, he scored before. I can give this away. I already have him in my fantasy team to score against Arsenal tomorrow. Because he will. But can he score in the Premier League? Can they play the will they play the same type of football they played in Championship with a very nice football on the eyes that they played? So will they try to do that? If they do, will they just crash and burn like Norwich crash and burn when they came up and tried to play attractive football instead of pragmatic football? So those questions they're gonna ask of Brentford. They have a small team. It's not a big team. It's not one of those big clubs that came up. It's a tiny club that came up. So I think mostly it's like you're happy to see them there and you hope for the best. They're probably gonna have the surprise games here and there, but I don't expect them to do much. And I do expect Arsenal to start the season with a win tomorrow.
They have to.
Well, they have to because again, the fans are not happy with the business. Honestly, if I was an Arsenal fan, which I might or might not be at some point, what you'd want to happen is, honestly, for them to lose the first game, and what would happen is it would actually, and then it's fans in the stadium too. So you'd actually, again, want them to lose the first game, so we expedite them trying to do some business, because this is it's poor planning fee season. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with Liverpool, really. Where you're going to a season, well, it's the same thing with Spurs, really. We are going to a season with so much unknown. You understand what I mean?
Everton, same thing.
Same thing with Everton. I mean, there's a lot of teams that are in flux. You know what I mean? And the teams that were really serious about them business, they kind of have them business started out. You know what I mean? And I think you kind of see why they are favorites. The Chelsea's, you know what I mean? Even Manchester City, although they don't have a striker yet, but they don't need a striker because they won the league without a recognized striker or deputizing striker last season. But these are teams where, again, it's so much unknown. If you're Arsenal, as I say, you would want them to really lose tomorrow or draw so the fans can
I just have a feeling Arsenal will win this game 3-0 tomorrow.
Shane, with all due respect, the transfer window hasn't closed as yet. Now I know the Premier League starts tomorrow, but we need to give these clubs that you call out the benefit of the doubt that they're going to bring in more players.
I need to do nothing like that. Nothing like that.
David, let me say one thing.
Liverpool, you don't give any benefit of the doubt. You insist that they go out and sign somebody and kick and scream until they do. What kind of benefit of the doubt are you talking about, David?
Let me add to that, Blacks. Arteta's complaint the first season was he didn't have a preseason, and then last year with COVID, he didn't have a preseason too. Why the hell is it you're going to wait until after the season starts for you to bring in the players you want? You bring them in once the window is open. You're supposed to identify plan A, backup plan, plan C, before the window even closes. So when the window, before the season ends, so when the window opens, you can bring in these players and you have them for preseason. If you're bringing players now on deadline day or just before deadline day, what kind of preseason you get with them?
Well, that's a valid point. I cannot argue that point. But Blacks, one thing I could say about Liverpool normally do their business early. So you do have a point where the odds of them bringing in players
is non-existent.
Yeah. So that's a good point. Yeah.
No, are they? You see, my hope, and there's only two. You see, so my if them for Liverpool is Harvey Elliott. Can he be a gem? I think he can be a gem. The young man is a gem, and he's gonna be surprised some people. Actually, if we go put a third Liverpool player in the fantasy team, spend the money and put him on Harvey Elliott and hide him somewhere on the bench. He will at some point get in the games. And he's gonna put up numbers. He's a good young player.
Put my money on Jesse Lingard, yeah.
Because that's you. Yeah. Again. Well, Jiggy soon come tell her something. Where Jiggy?
Jiggy can't tell me nothing. But tell Jiggy we've been focused on already.
KFC.
Dr. the Colonel. Yeah.
Saturday go start off with a banger.
With a banger. Man, you are dropped 5 again like you last time.
Well, I believe Liverpool versus Norwich is the first game comes early Saturday morning.
No, man, that's the last one.
No.
That's the last game.
David,
that's the last game?
Hold on. Let's just run through the games fast. Like, just call and score if you don't feel like and whatever. We're not going to discuss in details.
Just call score, yeah. Go on.
Yeah.
Man, you 3 leads too.
Ask the question, Busher. Go ahead.
No, at that game, I go refer
okay.
call him score.
Man, you 4 leads 0.
You're mad, man. You're junk.
That game is at Old Trafford, so Man U should win that game 2-1.
I agree with David.
That's unreasonable, David. I agree with that.
We now play good at Old Trafford, but we still have to score 4 goals though, which is right.
Okay.
Again, hold on. You see, again, what will be interesting this season is that, again, the fans are back. So, again, this plays such a huge role in the football. You understand what I mean? So going, if you got Ellen Road or, you know what I mean, they are Old Trafford, it'll be way different, you know what I mean?
Or Merseyside.
The vitriol and all of these things. So we're all back in a football. And I've missed that. You know what I mean? I don't like making predictions in game. I think it's hard to do. So
it's hard. That's why we do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't know. So, yeah, but
you're not going to be right about everything.
I have no clue.
Come on, fight.
And with the Man U game, is Cavani and Greenwood. They're the one who's going to be scoring.
Whoa. David even picking scorers.
That's David. I name him fantasy team, you know.
Yes, Burnley and Brighton.
No.
Burnley and Brighton. Did Burnley do anything at all? I did not hear their name called once in the transfer window. I think Brighton is gonna smash them. Like that's a 3-1 game.
3-1.
Yeah.
Brian gonna say. Didn't what you call it finish the season with a banger, man? With top form. What the Burnley striker name again?
Chris Wood.
Chris Wood.
I look for another David.
I don't know. I think that's another low scoring game, man. I don't wanna say not 3-goal score.
Which is right.
Burnley at home.
Yeah, why can't this dear dog?
They might bring in Aaron Lennon.
Oh?
Or they might bring him in because he's training with them.
1-1.
Lennon.
Chelsea Crystal Palace.
Good early test for the future Gunners coach Patrick Vieira. But I see Chelsea winning that one.
3-1, man.
Man, I think 3-1 too, but I've seen Palace, I've seen one of their preseason games, and Vieira have them set up solid defensively, to be honest.
Yeah, I see.
You know what? Couple of those players are from Chelsea too. They're on loan from Chelsea, so they might not be available. Come to think of it. 2-1 Chelsea.
3-0 Chelsea.
And that, me just like I said to David, 3-0 Chelsea.
But you're writing this thing. Blacks, are you making note of these predictions?
I don't write, sir. I'm gonna talk.
But because you are the one with the good penmanship.
I write like a doctor. I write like it's a prescription. That's all me write. Everton, Southampton. I have no confidence in this Everton team. And as much as Southampton is losing players, I still think they're going to win that game.
No, I say Everton will win this game 2-1.
Me too.
Because Ames and Richarlison.
Richarlison has been poor.
Richarlison not back yet.
Richarlison still on vacation. What do you mean poor?
Richarlison not being back.
Poor.
But Richarlison poor. The man just going World Cup, Olympics, you know.
Oh, Olympics! I thought about. Well, me not watch that.
He wasn't garbage. Greg.
He missed
a garbage in the Olympics.
He missed a crucial penalty in the final.
Yeah. But him was the man. Him that scored.
Because
the thing about Southampton, they have a very poor defense, and
they get poorer.
Yeah. So I see. Is Kevin Lewin hurt?
I wonder why Blacks.
Is he hurt? Is he playing?
They just sold the defender.
No, Kevin Lewin.
I wouldn't get that style from though.
Well, they don't have no good defense to sell this time, so we're not buying none.
I would say that game is 2-0 Everton.
Calvert-Lewin doubtful, David. He have a toe injury.
Oh, okay.
Leicester Wolves. Leicester is gonna smash somebody.
Hold on. Question: is Moise Kean back to Everton?
Technically,
no,
but I don't
think still there PSG. Still there PSG.
No.
He played yesterday and scored.
Thing is up.
Bro, he played yesterday and scored.
Yeah?
Yeah, tell me someone a 5-1 PSG drop, brother.
You know he don't want to come back.
The league start back?
Yeah, the league start, yeah.
He don't want to come back.
5-1 then drop.
You sure? Me not say a junk push. Me just ask a question.
The man, sure, man. If he say it in the
pick a score.
I don't think they played yesterday. Push drunk. The league start back, you know. And then I play no friendly.
Start back, brother.
All match I see.
You tell me say push and watch. No watch all match on TV. I don't know why I watch.
All match
easy. He Blacks.
You ain't flat.
Feel like we a joke, man.
So like you're frost to throw you out.
Ready for us to go over see.
3-0 Leicester. Forward, no. Call no score, man. 3-0
Wolves
Leicester.
and Leicester is gonna smash them. Leicester is
3-0
gonna win.
Leicester. 3-0 Leicester.
Yeah, that will get ugly. I would say 3-1.
Who's Wolves coach, by the way? Who did they get?
Some guy name what have no name or nobody can pronounce.
Let's don't forget the Mexican striker is back in.
And he's gonna score tomorrow.
Raul.
Next game.
Leicester 3-1.
Newly promoted Watford take on Villa.
Austin Villa. Leon Bailey to score on his debut.
He's not gonna
He's not even going to play.
He's not gonna play. I think play probably come off the bench.
You know what I'm saying? Debut
Probably
on
get
Saturday.
5 minutes. You probably get 5 minutes.
Wow.
He may play. Him
He
train
not
with
get
the
more than
team
15
or just the one-on-one? What me see, madam?
1-on-1. He's not training the team.
Okay, so
that
he
game-
won't be on the bench. He won't be on the bench.
That game going to be a draw, 2-2.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Huh?
Try Dini to score a brace.
Try who?
Dini.
I must embrace his
Sir.
Villa
4-1. Listen, 4-1 Villa.
That
Nah, not that one.
that's junking
I
prediction.
got them for 2-1.
4-1 Villa.
Villa 2-1.
2-2, as I said.
Yo, Villa win that game at 3 love tomorrow, man.
Saturday. All right. Hot Tool, Norwich. I host a little side from
Tad Cantwell.
over Merseyside.
Tad
Cantwell and
Cantwell
Pookie
for the
can
money. Hold on, where's she in there?
I see Norwich win that game that 2-1 still, you know.
Yeah, man, Tad Cantwell. Man.
It's the game. The time almost up.
I'm
We can end the live. Let's end the live.
Manny having a double.
Yes,
Manny
that's
will
the
have a
definition
double.
of bad mind.
Manny will have a brace.
It's gonna be 4-0 Liverpool. Easy.
You think Mane has started the season hot, David? Because we need to find
Yes.
out if I'm
Yes.
Yes, man.
Yes.
Mane and Jota are gonna start the season hot.
Yes.
Hot, daddy. Hot. Salah. He
Oh,
always
so
gonna start that.
so Firmino not even start.
No, he won't start tomorrow. He came back late. Him scored 2 goals, but he's not gonna. I don't think. I think Jota is gonna start. Firmino is not gonna start.
I said, what about Salah?
No, that's a given. Like I said, his goal is like you can write it in.
He will get a
I don't
penalty.
think that's what we're
He will get a
about.
penalty.
You can write down Salah goal and worry about who else will score.
Yeah, that could be a bag up.
Well,
He's that good.
so,
Bag up.
Newcastle West Ham.
all right, so, well, I know. Me not give me a prediction.
They end up 0-0.
All right, go on, Greg. Go on. Can you wait?
No, me
We are trying end the live before the 2. We are trying end the
Yeah,
live
remember
before the 2 hour, bro.
Billy Gilmore gone over there. Billy
Greg,
Gilmore.
we have all day now.
Midfielder. All right, Liverpool 3, Norwich 1.
Why you want to mess up my clean sheet?
Bad man now get the better. I mean, that one.
Leave me clean sheet alone, man. Put me up 2 Liverpool defender.
All right, Sunday.
Newcastle West Ham.
Ain't nobody watching that.
0-0. They ain't even go score.
You're mad.
No, man, West Ham are score. What you talking about, man?
You're fully mad.
That's what I say. You tell me what you say.
2-1
West
Newcastle.
Ham 2, Newcastle 1.
I'm
Okay.
the opposite. Newcastle 2, West Ham 1.
Okay, David. Fair enough.
A
Game
game
of
they
the
a draw,
weekend.
man. A game they a draw 1-1.
Game of the weekend.
Oh, game of the weekend. Why?
Tottenham City.
That's not game of the weekend.
Come to Blacks, man. Blacks, relax, man. You're bad man too much. You know?
How and
You
why?
acting like
Bad
Tottenham
man.
is a garbage side. Even
But
without
they're
Hurricane,
garbage every time they play a good team. Every time they play a good team, they're garbage. So why would you even have any thoughts of it being a good game? When last time they played a good team and give you a good game?
Well,
With
we not
which
gonna be
coach? They
biased.
have a different coach now.
It doesn't
they
matter.
look bad against Chelsea.
Same players.
me not have to be biased on that 1 year. 4-1. Just I speak from the heart.
Is Hurricane playing for which team is Hurricane playing for? That one.
Neither. Him not trade.
He is in training. He's in training.
He's in training and he's back.
And he's expected to play for Tottenham Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I know.
He would
you all know that's the only reason why he hasn't been sold as yet, though. They're waiting till after them play them before they sell him.
And I have them beating City 2-1.
Kane will be motivated in this game.
Something in your wine. Something fell in your wine.
Yeah.
And I'm an Arsenal fan. And I have them beating City 2-1.
Something fell in your wine, Greg.
I'm telling you, City not winning this league this year,
no. Chelsea's gonna win it.
Tottenham them play, bro. It no matter what about City, Tottenham. You're supposed to pick Tottenham to lose every time.
I mean,
now this game is at Tottenham, you know. So City's on the road.
It don't matter.
Well, David, that's not even a real stadium. Calm down. It's not even a real stadium.
It's the best stadium in England. What are you talking about?
Where? The toilet bowl?
It's the best stadium in England. Probably best
stadium. You talking about the Emirates?
No, I'm talking about the Tottenham Stadium. It's probably the best stadium in the world right now.
Hold on. Let's don't forget, De Bruyne is not in that game and Phil is not in that game. So
Jack Grealish is there. What are you talking about? $100 million man. Didn't you hear that?
Bro, them have Mahrez, bro. Mahrez have discovered.
Sterling. Sterling.
When Heiberg kicked that, we see something. If Foden is out, how is Sterling in?
No, I think Foden is injured.
He is, and for a long time. Yes,
them have the German baller man good again.
Heiberg kicked that man. Heiberg kicked out again.
City 2-1.
Tottenham 2-1.
See that game there, John 0-0.
0-0. Support the coach. 0-0.
That will never happen.
0-0.
0-0.
I agree with your coach. You're the only one who has sense.
Fully drunk.
Cause me I smoke something well smart.
No to drugs, not on the life.
All right.
The drugs not up on the life. You are doing biggest drugs for your life, you know.
All right, Premier League second. Let's talk about the super team. We got 5 minutes. Greg.
Go ahead, Greg.
Your baller.
No,
we have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes.
But it's not him alone. You have to remember, say, people are talking about him. I mean, yes, he go make them sell more jersey, which me say they already met back in 2 years' salary.
Yeah, them already did.
In a couple of days when announced. But Sergio Ramos added, Donnarumma added, Hakimi added, Wijnaldum added, and now Messi added. Supposedly them still are trying to add one next centre back, which I don't see the reason why, because they still have Marquinhos, even though them probably want to put him in the midfield.
They want to put Marquinhos in the midfield.
So I'm gonna go to if they don't win the Champions League, this season Champions League, it's a failure.
They go fire the coach if you didn't win.
Well, I asked the question a couple of years ago. How long do you think before?
If they fire him, Pep them go for.
Which Pep? Them go for Zidane.
Nope.
Zinedine Zidane.
That might be a good shot, Black.
Zidane is just waiting to take that job.
Zidane manage some of them personality at PSG.
Oh no, that's a perfect coach to manage those personality. And guess what?
A real talk.
Only coach in the world that can go there right now, and every single one of them go show respect to. No other coach can get the respect that Zidane can get from that team right now.
True. They idolize him too much.
Not even Pep.
3 consecutive Champions League trophy.
Yeah.
Yes.
No other coach will get the respect that he get. When
he
tell Messi to get out of here, he will actually have to get out of there. And Neymar, and Mbappe.
Which Messi and Neymar?
Zidane would tell him, and Zidane has the cojones to tell them that.
And guess what go happen? Him go out again before them.
He has the code.
He doesn't mind. That's a good thing about him. He wouldn't care.
That's why I said I don't see him going there. Zidane is not gonna go there because Zidane know the kind of personalism that's there. He now go there. Trust me.
Zidane ego is bigger than Europe, you know.
But here's the question: Will Pogba join them soon?
Go back in
I can see them wanting that to happen, but if I were Pogba, I would have say, yo, this is worse than LeBron recruiting Curry to come play for you. That's
too much a star-studded team, bro.
That's not all these guys think, though.
Pogba now needs to go to a Real or a Barca right now and build him things.
Be that man, yeah, I forgot be that man. Yeah.
If he decide not to stay at Man U, that's what he needs to do. Go.
So you are saying Mbappe needs to go to Real Madrid then?
Mbappe don't have to go nowhere. Mbappe already the man in the black.
The man, Mbappe is no man right now. He's not relegated to third.
Man.
He relegated to third.
No.
Third? Blacks, his on-the-field performance will outshine Messi. Trust me.
No, impossible.
David,
Impossible.
Don't forget to one personality in the dressing room and Sergio Ramos too. People seem to forget
big personality.
He's gonna hold it. He's gonna actually put all of those boys in check. I think he's one of the best things that happened to them.
Yeah,
that's Sergio Ramos. He's gonna actually help to hold that dressing room together. Because he's not gonna be afraid to tell boys, go sit down and stop your foolishness.
That's true.
I bet nobody will be fighting on penalty with Sergio Ramos there.
Because I probably go kick them.
Exactly. Him go take him up and say, I'm kicking it. No fighting.
Neymar not gonna make that go on.
You think Neymar go try fighting?
Neymar, I got still, man.
Neymar, I got still. Kicking. What him gonna do?
None of them will do.
Neymar,
I got kick that.
You know,
if Neymar touches Sergio Ramos broke his foot, he can't do it.
You know who feel bad for now? Icardi and Di Maria.
Oh God.
Icardi just find back one team and Di Maria just a find farm back. And
then they go play Di Maria as a wing back. He go play wing back.
Look, if PSG play unselfish football, they will win Champions League. If they play unselfish football, they will win.
Them now not choice to be.
Say it, except if they play Liverpool.
Yes, of course. But if they're just looking to give Messi all the ball and Mbappe is open, they're not gonna do that.
Them can't get anybody with the ball. You can't trust anybody on that team.
David, you forget them have a number 10 over there we can just dribble past anybody. Them don't really need Messi for dribble the football.
That's a team that Arsenal could go look for a couple players now.
Yes, man.
Sarabia.
Look on under Herrera. Herrera look somewhere for go to.
Most of these players have ambition never. Where would they go to Arsenal?
Yo, make a wrap up alive.
Yeah.
Blacks out there.
Blacks, I hope when you drink, sit in the glass, chip and cut your mouth.
That's what I use plastic bottle.
All right,
man,
so
manners, man.
PSG Champions League are boss this season. Now tell me,
man.
This season Champions League are boss.
Champions League are boss, brother.
Yeah,
I agree. And you could say the same thing.
Nobody can differ to that.
And same thing about City also.
Yeah, you could say the same thing about City too.
And same thing about Chelsea.
Well,
even though people bash PSG about the amount of money they spend, you have to give them credit because only one of those transfer they pay for. Everybody else free.
Free. Dog, I wonder if it's a planting, bro. I wonder if it's a planting, bro. That
Buju. I think about that.
Never hear of this in history, bro.
It could get worse. Them a plot for Ronaldo next year too.
That me a year. Ronaldo free next year.
That now
Mbappe is free next year too.
You can't have two kings in one kingdom.
Yeah, that will never happen.
No, never.
3. So when I call Neymar Queen?
Of course.
No, man, Neymar right boss, man.
They already have 2 there.
Anyway, yeah, right on cue. Just about 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Any closing arguments?
Well, I would just like to say this is my first time joining the live. I really did enjoy it, and I picked this moment to join the eve of the new season, Premier League season. So it was fun.
Yeah, David, respect, man.
I'm glad I take off the scarf because I'm Florida and it's hot. No way I'm going to scarf.
Don't worry yourself. We will have it up when the season ends. It will be up like that. Yeah?
Yo, yeah, you're right. Upside down.
Up.
Upside down.
And the back you look fun.
Blacks, that's good for grilling enough. When you light your grill,
Yeah, man.
good to use when the charcoal won't light, you know.
Good. Charcoal won't burn out.
Let me hold it up.
And I just want the record to show Blacks and I didn't plan this. It just showed that we are in sync as a Liverpool supporter.
Yo, I'm straight from Liverpool.
Where is Ricky? Where is Ricky? Where is Ricky?
Side street.
Yo, probably their graveyard.
But anyway, guys.
First season in the past 8 years, I haven't bought a jersey before the season start. And I won't do it until they make 2 good signings.
Hey, Mr. Lemon, so Arsenal jersey I sell to Canada for 50% off them. I can get one and send it for you.
As a matter of fact, you will never see that. You will never see Arsenal jersey for their price.
Adidas no go on 50% sale. Adidas no go on 50% sale. So you can't tell them like that.
45 Canadian.
Are the Puma one that you see?
No,
Adidas, bro. Adidas Blacks. Adidas do not go on 50% sale.
Me tell you can't tell me that. Come up on my phone, 45% off. For Arsenal, 45 of Arsenal jersey.
You're talking. At Chinatown, you go buy.
You're talking to Adidas.
At Chinatown, Kush. At Chinatown, you go.
Yeah, Blacks. Me have Adidas up here so till Adidas forgive it.
David can't reach you like.
Anyways, that's the show. Big up man them. It was a good show tonight. Shane took an early departure. We don't know why.
No,
but
man,
it was. Yeah, it was a good show.
Chelsea fan on the next one.
Chelsea fan then on a laptop, brother.
Chelsea have AC, bro.
Then on a laptop.
Arsenal jersey, 50% off.
No, China that.
This is for Adidas site.
Bro, that's Chinese. You get the Chinese thing first before that come up.
$45 feet. Me tell me can send one for you.
I want a TV ball like that way.
2 stripe Adidas.
That I want a TV ball like that way. 4 stripe.
Yeah. I work early morning.
Boy. Yeah, man, the man them big up themselves and that's the show.
All right. Peace.
Which is right.
Bless you.
Man United. I mean Arsenal.